Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I'm sure happy to see you here watching and enjoying the beautiful trucks that I bring forward to you. So before we get to this week's video, I just wanted to say a few things. First of all, big thank you to Riley McLeod for purchasing this truck that will be featured in this week's video. Another thing I'd like to say is to all of you who have subscribed to this channel, thank you. In the last week or two, we just surpassed 40,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Now, if you want to be a part of the fun, and if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do that, because what I'm doing as a thank you to everybody who is a subscriber to this channel, I'm doing a giveaway. And in order to qualify for this, you need to be a subscriber and you need to comment below. Just comment contest and where you're watching from. That's all. You can say what state or province or country where you're watching from, but comment contest and where you're watching from. And what I will do is I will choose a random viewer on this channel to win a prize. Now, what I'm giving away as a prize, as many of you may know, I am a big fan of Yeti mugs. I have a Yeti mug here. I have a Yeti mug here. Heck, I even have a Yeti mug here, and I have way too many at home. But I want to share that fun with you guys. I'm going to give you guys a custom Yeti mug, giving away one of those, and also one of my custom W9 shirts that I make. So it will be custom fit for you. So I'm going to have to get in contact with you at some point. So if you want to win, subscribe, comment below. Also on Instagram, we just passed 15,000 followers on there. So wow, we're gonna do a contest over there too. So if you haven't subscribed or followed me on Instagram, be sure to do that. We're getting close to 10,000 on Facebook. Go over there, you might win more stuff. So that's it for this rambling on about contests and subscribing. Let's get to why you're here to watch a Kenworth truck. So let's check it out. All right, so we're back out here. Let's check out this truck. So like I say, this is another brand new W900. One of the last ones that I'll have for a while. Everything is late and delayed from the factories right now. Really tough getting trucks out of the factory, but I can't wait to get more trucks, but this is the last one for a little while anyways. So looking at the specs here, I'll just kind of go around and show you what we did. We left it fairly stock from the factory, but we did end up doing a few minor tweaks to it just to make the truck pop. So first of all, looking at this beautiful color, which is super sparkly. It's legendary gray, or sorry, legendary silver. So it's got some mega metal flake in there. It looks really, really sharp. And we did a painted medium blue frame, which accents this gray just beautifully. Just looks really cool. The front end was lowered. So that was, it's got the smaller shackles, and I'll show you that in a second. And then as far as the polish package, we have the Durabrite buffed rims from the factory. On the front, we have the polished DPF emissions toolbox with the battery box, and then the fuel tank with the polished straps and the polished polished F10 cover. I'll show you that on the other side. And then the aluminum Durabrites on the back as well. Now, some of the minor things that we did just to accent this truck is we put in the Shift Products stainless panels that go underneath the cab. So yeah, the guys at Shift did those for us, and we also did the stainless deep drop Class 8 fenders with the mounting hardware that Shift designed. So it's the blind mount, as you can see. And then I had Rob at Big Truck Detail, who did all of our polishing and cleaning. He painted all of those brackets the same blue to match and just keep the truck looking minty. So really sharp. As far as the bunk size, we went with the 72-inch sleeper Aerocab flat top. We did the bunk windows in both sides, and then no sleeper extenders. Now, I ordered this truck with a custom frame layout, which I was able to get the fuel tanks to line up and then the fuel tank straps to line up. So when I spec a truck, that is very key. I always like to do that if the customer gives me the creative direction to kind of line some of this stuff up. Otherwise, it can be all over the map. Fuel fillers underneath, which are pretty much impossible to fill, but with the sleeper strip right there. But here we put them behind the sleeper. We got the AG400L suspension. So that's our 4-bag suspension. Like I said, aluminum rims. We got Michelin tires. And then we have the Dana Spicer DSH40P, the high performance 40 rear axle with a 355 gear ratio in there. We got drum brakes on this truck all the way around. And then as far as the driveline is concerned, we went with the Dana Spicer SPL driveline. So that SPL is this boot over the slip joint right here. So you don't have to grease that. Ordered it with a factory SPAR heater for the bunk. There's the exhaust port. And then we have no catwalk, no access steps. Riley's gonna be doing quite a bit of his own stuff to this truck to customize it a little further. We got the smaller fuel tank on this side, and then there's the 30-gallon DEF tank with the stainless cover, like I mentioned earlier. And then here is the stainless steel battery box with the polished end caps as well. Sorry, it's not stainless steel, it's aluminum. So if you guys, I don't know if I'm at liberty to tell the story, but I will. I said I'm calling this truck Scooter. I mentioned in a video a few weeks ago that, come on. I mentioned in a video a few weeks ago that I wiped out on a scooter. Well, my customer who bought this truck was gonna take delivery of it about 2 months ago. And he called me up a few days before, and he had a scooter accident, riding his son's scooter, doing what dads do, and you know, doing here dad, ride the scooter. And unfortunately, he broke his legs, so he's been on the mend for the last little bit, and he's taking this truck tomorrow. So we pulled it out of our showroom where it's been staying clean and locked, and it's gonna go to work tomorrow. So yeah, excited to see it go, and little interesting story. So hope you get well soon, Riley, and are fully recovered. Anyways, back to the truck. You can see here, this here is unpainted. This was part of what the customer arranged to have the front end lowered. He used the same shop that I used to do that. And any frame shop or axle shop can pretty much do this. It's not hard. You change that, you change the U-bolts out, pull out a spacer, and then drop it down. And you get about 4 inches shorter on the overall stance on the front. So this is a 565 1850 torque Cummins. It's a performance series, the X15. As far as the rest of the components here, we got the Davco heated fuel water separator with the run aid and the start aid that are both heated, which means it will be heated when it's running and heated when it's starting. So a heating element to heat the fuel before it gets injected into the engine. We got your fuses right here. We got washer fluid, power steering fluid, and filter. And then this is a 13,200 pound front axle and a wide track, so you get a little bit tighter turning radius. So it holds the wheels out a little bit further so the wheels can turn in and without hitting the power steering box. Around the other side here, show you a few other things. Hot side, we got the turbo here. On the other side, you would have noticed the hood hinge, heavy duty hood reinforcement, which is right here. So that's a factory option. And then you can also see here where the U-bolts were changed, and then this bracket right there was removed when we had to lower the front end. So that's where the stopper would go. As far as over here, we have the heat taps, the shutoffs for the coolant going into the HVAC system in the sleeper and also into the main HVAC system right here. So let's close up the hood and I'll show you the rest of the truck on the inside. All right, so here we are inside the truck. We'll just kind of go over what we put together on this. We did the leather wrap steering wheel, and then we also have the diamond VIT interior. So this is the diamond stitched black material on the interior, which looks really good. And then with the diamond stitching and the VIT interior, you get the wood grain dash right here, so you can see that nice burl wood. Now I ordered it with a full gauge package, so we have all the gauges totally full there. And then we have the three-wheel locking differential right here, air suspension dump. There's your fifth wheel slide, cruise, jakes, hazards, PTO, auxiliary light switch, which are wired up right here. And then there's your beacon switch, and then your traction control, DPF regen. And then over here is your interior lights. There's the bunk light, the cab lights, and then your lights on the back of the sleeper, and the engine fan, and then a spare switch. It is an 18-speed manual transmission. You can spec these with a automatic if you so choose. Not very common, but we can do it. I get a lot of people asking if we can. We can no longer put the PACCAR engine into the W900 series, as it's a move that Kenworth and PACCAR has made to discontinue that configuration. Mentioned that earlier. We got your HVAC controls right there. And then we have the Air Cushion Premium Plus leather seats. And then these are, I don't know if we do heated. Yeah, we did the heated option. So there's a little heat element right there. And then there's all your lumbar supports. And then same thing on the driver's side. And it was ordered without any armrests. So you can order a truck with or without armrests. It is standard width, but it's an option to delete. So we did that on both sides here as well. We have the black carpet throughout, and then same thing in the sleeper. So there's that, and then there's that little jockey box underneath there that you can throw whatever you want under. All right, so inside the bunk here, down below on this side, we have the drawers, so you can fill those up with whatever you choose. And then on the side here, we have a deep closet. So you got a hanger up above, and then down below here, it goes all the way down to the floor. So you can hang long pants, or if you want to hang up your pants or your big jacket or something like that, or coveralls, you can throw all that in there, and it's a nice spot. As far as up above, we have a storage shelf here, and then it also has a shelf up above. And when you order the Diamond VIT, you get the diamond stitching in the bunk, and it also comes with this side compartment, which is standard equipment with the VIT interior. Now on the back wall here, here's a little light, and then down below, here's your alarm clock, which is standard, and then you have your refrigerator, your panel light right here, your sleeper lights, and then your panel light, and then there's your HVAC controls when the truck is running, and then there is the SPAR heater below. And we have the emergency exit doors on both sides with windows, like I mentioned, and then that also has the you can open that up, and there's a screen down below. This side here is very similar to the other, except it has a shelf. So we got the shelf right there. Those are the covers for the windshield, for the windows in the bunk. And then there is a little table that flips down quite easily. like so. And then up above, here's more storage, and then again, this shelf running all the way to the back. That is just for lighting in my video here. And then there is the ashtray with additional power outlets. You got 3 power outlets right there. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do that. I sure appreciate that. If you also want to check out my website, I'll put a link up here where you can go to thekenworthguy.com and then see what I'm all about. All my social media platforms are up on there. So thank you so much for watching. And also a big thank you to Riley McLeod for purchasing this truck. I know you had to wait a little extra longer to get it, but glad you're all healed up and you're taking this truck here tomorrow. So thank you again. And we will see you on next week's video. Have yourself the world's best day.